Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Von Benningham here, and this is the Recovered Weekend Roundup. Joining me this evening is my musical partner in crime and weekend lover, Mr. Matthew Speed. Mwah, hello, darling. You look very sexy.
Hello, babes. Good
Right.
to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
Is your hair still smelling of apples? It looks shiny.
Yes. Yes.
I thought it would. So, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling absolutely fine. I'm lying.
I can see you're lying.
A broken man this weekend may have actually broken me. It was a busy weekend for the recovered team. Was it not, Michael?
It was indeed. Apologies for the little audio glitch there. We've got a bit of a bad connection, but we'll persevere because we're professionals and all that shiz. I'm still recovering at the moment. I'm definitely not as young as I used to be, and it's taken me 2 days at least to try and get over a weekend. It was Friday night. We were at the Boars Head for Bandioke. It was an absolutely cracking evening. Even though it was scorching hot yet again, the weather hadn't taken a turn for the absolute piss down that it was the rest of it. But started off a little bit quiet, didn't it? And then we were saved, as usual, by a team of ladies coming in. Do tell.
Ladies in party mode, always a favourite of ours. We absolutely love it. The team of about 5 or 6 girls come in. They were up to party and they were ready to go. So, that really made it a good evening. Because as I say, it was a slow start, but when they turned up, they really sort of hogged the mic, as it were.
Thank God. Lucky me.
Really good. Great time. Yeah. Good night. Really enjoyed that.
It was interesting, and we're going to tell you a little story about something that tickled us pink in all the appropriate places in a second. But we've got a couple of clips here. We've got one of the ladies singing, one of the gentlemen having a sing-song too. Matthew, if I was to ask you what song is the song that the ladies love to sing, have a guess. Stab in the dark.
Is it Enter Sandman?
Our survey said.
Is it Mr. Blue Sky?
Our survey said.
Is it Valerie?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Nobody take up the offer of replacing me in the band, please. I need the cash. So that was Friday. Before we forget, something we discovered about the male species that evening that absolutely tickled us something chronic. When the girls get up to sing, it was kind of like that moment, if you imagine heads popping round the court. If you, say somebody was holding up a garage or a convenience store and all heads start popping round the corner. As soon as these ladies started singing, loads of men's heads, it's like the drawing of the alpha male. And they all started sort of congregating sort of just down the end of the pub, all observing, sort of the prey that is laying out on the savannah, ready for taking. And I'll hand it over to you, Matthew. What was the effect that was had on all these alpha males?
To me, Michael, I have to describe more about really the way it looked to me. It reminded me of the sort of modern equivalent to chasing a girl around the playground with a bit of poo on a stick. It was that sort of male thing that they do around women. So basically, these women start singing, marvelous as they were, absolute first-class entertainers. And God bless you if you're watching this, then for doing that.
You were fantastic. Thank you.
We love you. But we really liked when the alpha males arrived, and then my favourite moment was when big, and I should call him big muscly guy with tattoos. He walks in, he spies women, and then he sits down, and the shoulders come up, and the M shape appears, and he literally stands like this.
I'm getting aroused just looking at you doing it. So imagine how they must have felt.
And then the sheer aggression on men's faces, the chests come out. It was like watching pigeons at Trafalgar Square. Honestly.
It was brilliant. If there could have been some bobbing and strutting going on, there would have been if we'd had the space.
There was plenty of this. But no, it was a sight to behold. We very much enjoyed it, and thanks again for that.
Yeah, we were giggling for a little while, weren't we?
We did indeed. So that was. Thank you very much for that. So Michael, what happens next?
So on to Saturday. What were we doing Saturday?
What were we doing Saturday indeed? Well, I came all the way from Romford and turned up to, well, what I can only be described as was a tiny, tiny little fort that you had built.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain that a bit more?
I do. Right, the story goes, we were supposed to be playing on the roof for the evening. Unfortunately, due to severe weather conditions, that was rained off and we had to play inside. Now, the pub hadn't anticipated us needing to play inside, so we had to find a little spot. The thing is, it's a huge pub, the White Hart in Witham. Absolutely beautiful pub, cracking people. Not really geared up for bands playing inside. So we had to find a little spot which was right in the middle of the floor, right in front of the bar. So we decided to use all our boxes and build a little, what we consider a pillow fort made of plastic. I think it looked really cool and I was really proud of it. It served its purpose. It kept the punters out and kept us from falling into the punters or everyone getting too intimate. But I don't know about you. Did you have any apprehensions when you first started?
Well, when I first started, it was. It's a new place really. When we played outside, and it was a new place to play inside, and we felt a little bit nervous going into it. Didn't know what to expect. But as we progressed, we soon found out very quickly that we needn't have worried because the crowd was absolutely brilliant and on side from the start.
It was amazing. There's one point I actually got. I think it was when everyone was singing along. It might have been to Radio Gaga or something like that, or just. Everyone gave this absolutely humongous screaming cheer, and I did have to hold back a little bit of a tear because it was a tad overwhelming and loud. So I don't know whether I was crying in pain or whether I was crying for emotion.
Loud, loud, loud. Yes, it was. I literally could not hear the RPA at one stage. They were so very loud.
And I have an actual clip of that, so I shall play that now. An iPhone, unfortunately, doesn't do it justice, but you'll get the idea. So take it away, Witham White Hart.
Everyone out there in the world to hear how loud you are. So.
I think we're going to need a bigger PA, Mike.
So all in all, I have to say that's been one of my favourite gigs of late. So we've had some really good shows with really good crowds recently, and that was definitely one of the best pub gigs we've done recently.
I absolutely concur. It was certainly one of the best, and I didn't even mind it when the guy poured 5 pints of beer into my stage monitor. So thanks for that.
Yeah, your monitor is actually more alcohol than electrics now, I think.
It certainly is. But hey, that's the breaks. It was a great gig. Thank you very much, White Hart Witham. We hope to be back soon. In fact, we are.
They are, yep. We are there for the Puppet Fest, which is coming up a little bit later on in the year, and they're going to be booking us for next year as well. So we shall keep you posted on that. So all that's left to do is to let everyone know what we've got coming this weekend. So Friday, I do believe it's the Red Lion Latchington, is it not?
The Red Lion Latchington, a lovely little pub, but boy, do they like to rock in there.
Yeah, really awesome people. They're so much fun. They're right up for having a laugh, which is exactly the kind of thing we want. And then on Saturday, it is the Wagon in Wicks, is it not?
The Wagon in Wicks, lovely pub, again, very small, and they do sure like to rock.
It's bizarre. It's you go in there and you sort of feel like you're intruding in some kind of maybe tea party or book club. And then as soon as the music kicks off, you'll just have the whole bar, and especially my mate Murray's dad, who looks like Richard Gere, who loves his Enter Sandman. So he's always a brilliant laugh.
Yeah, rock and roll, my friend. Rock and roll.
So it's going to be a good weekend for us. So we hope to see you out and about. So remember, Red Lion Latchington on Friday, and then the Wagon at Wicks on Saturday. I think it's going to be a fairly rocky weekend. It's going to be more rock than pop for a change, I feel, don't you?
I reckon so. I hope so.
Let's bust out some stupid shit.
I feel like being very naughty.
Do you mean like not wearing pants while you're doing this?
Are you wearing pants?
I've got pants in the English sense, but not in the American sense. I thought I'd go full on kind of a American TV presenter, legs out, maybe his odd testicle hanging out either side, spuds to the wind. What about you?
No, I'm butt naked from the waist down, mate. Don't care.
Sweet. Excellent. I could smell it from here. Right, so all that's left for me to say is thank you, Matthew, for joining me, and I shall be seeing you at the weekend.
It's a good night from me.
And a good night from him. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye.